and what is in the news, and I'm your host, Jake Moyes. Yes, this is In the News, Series 1, Episode 6, which means it's the last actual new In the News this week. But don't worry, because we will be back next week with some of the funniest moments. But, starting off today, it's, if this is the answer, what is the question? So, if this is the answer... Yes, if £7,000 is the answer, what is the question? Is it, if you go into Poundland wanting 3 things, how much stuff worth have you actually brought? Is it how much Chris Evans would have to pay me to watch him on Top Gear? The correct answer is David Cameron has told ITV News that he will take £7,000 MP's pay rise. So the question was, how much is David Cameron going to take as an MP's pay rise? And the answer was £7,000. Now, why does he want £7,000 pay rise? As he basically does nothing. He sits in meetings. All big deal. He has a nice house. All he wants to get paid for that. He does nothing. We don't actually really need a Prime Minister because the Queen does all that stuff. I think all politicians are a bunch of wankers, so I don't like them anyway. So what's the point of having them? What's the point of having an election, because whoever we vote for doesn't actually win anyway. And even if they do, they're just bunch of liars, so they don't actually do what we ask them to do, or they promise to do. So they're a bunch of lying arseholes that shouldn't be in power. And David Cameron has proved that, because he wants to take £7,000 pay rise, but also the nurses and everyone are underpaid, understaffed, and overworked when they aren't getting half as much as that. So instead of David Cameron and other politicians taking pay rises, why don't they give it to the nurses or the army, or actually people that actually do stuff for this country? Anyway, let's get on with the next. If this is the answer, what is the question? Okay, if 63% is the question, is the answer, what is the question? Is it, what is a less rude number in the 60s other than 69? Or is it, if you're round a fat person's for cake or something, how much of the percentage do they take for themselves, and then the rest of the percent isn't actually for you, but it's for their lunchbox for the rest of the afternoon? Or is it out of the whole world population who would respect Chris Evans for not taking the Top Gear job? And the actual answer is 63% of children in poverty live with parents who work. So the question was, in what percentage of children live in poverty with parents that work? Now that is actually pretty disgusting, but that is only just over half, which is actually pretty disgusting with this country. I know that some people actually can't work for physical abilities, but some people just sit on their ass and sponge off the benefit system, which takes me to another politician thing. All the politicians in the last election promised that they would do something about the scum in this country, when actually so far they haven't. Well, David Cameron hasn't, because David Cameron is too busy taking more money for himself when it should go to other people. But that is pretty disgusting, and is it? Just over half of the population actually parents work. I mean, what? what does that other 38% do? Yes, exactly. Sit on their ass, doing nothing, sponging off the benefits system, or having more kids. I know someone with 10 kids, and they don't work, so, we work, or people work, so you don't have to. But actually, that shouldn't be how it is. Everyone should work. Every adult should work, unless they are actually physically unable to. Anyway, let's get on with scenes we'd like to see. Yes, it's last ever scenes we'd like to see of the series. And this week is things you won't hear on a quiz show. Hello and welcome to Ask the Family. Mr. Fritzl, where's the rest of them? Hello and welcome. We are Ant and Dec. Welcome to Double Your Money. Look at what you could have won if you actually went to school. What's your name? Benjamin. Well done, Ben. You've won 1 pence. Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Zimbabwe Millionaire. Hello? It's the banker. He says he's got your kids. Hello and welcome to If You Get This Right, all the money from your bank account goes into mine. Hello and welcome to Catchphrase. Now, guess this. You are a... Bzz. Is it wanker? And that's it for Series 1 of In the News. Don't forget, I'll be back next week with a look back episode, looking back at all the best moments of Series 1. But for now, I've been Jake Moyes, and this has been In the News.